Hello. This is the 116th edition of Catch of the Day, available on the Branch Talk YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue reading from a book written by Doug Mitchell entitled The Four Carpenters, the Ensign, the Time of Jacob's Trouble, and the First Deliverance. Starting at the top of page 55, we read, "Here is projected a resurrection of a mixed multitude, wicked and righteous, foolish and wise. This resurrection, then, is not the premillennial first resurrection, nor the postmillennial resurrection of the wicked, Revelation 20, verse 5 and 6, but a special one. If the wise who turn many to righteousness are of the resurrected, in this special resurrection, and if they shine as the stars forever and ever, then this special resurrection takes place in probationary time." 2 TG 42:29. Note that it does not say after that time, meaning after the time when the King of the North comes to his end, but rather at that time. That is, while the King of the North is coming to his end, Michael will stand up to deliver his people. The standing up of Michael and the deliverance of the saints is what actually brings the end of the King of the North, as we shall see. Our brother Hoddif's comment there makes it appear that it is after the King of the North comes to his end that Michael shall stand up and deliver his people. Elsewhere, he not only says that he does not have the clear light on the matter, but that Michael will have stood up and delivered his people before the King of the North will have come to his complete end. Daniel 11:45. "And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas, in the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him." The only portion of Daniel 11 yet to be fulfilled is this verse, the last of the chapter. And since these prophecies are made to be understood only when they are being fulfilled, or after fulfillment, verse 45 is not as clear as we should like to have it. Consequently, concerning the place of his tabernacle and his end, also as to whether another Christian power shall inherit the title King of the North before verse 45 is fulfilled, only time itself will positively portray the whole truth. 2 TG 42:27. The following sheds light on who is the King of the North that is to come to his end at the time of that deliverance. The Spirit of Prophecy also states that the King of the North, brought to view in Daniel 11:45 and the two-horned beast of Revelation 13, is the same power, and that it shall bear this mystical number 666. We quote, "This power is the last that treads down the true church of God." And as the true church is still trodden down and cast out by all Christendom, it follows that the last oppressive power has not come to his end, and Michael has not stood up. This last power treads down the saints, is brought to view in Revelation 13, 11-18. 2 SR 151. The two-horned beast will be the last power that treads down the true church of God. For after the deliverance, the church is no longer to be trodden down by any power, for she will have power over the nations, including the scarlet-colored beast. At that time, that is, at the time the King of the North comes to his end, and none shall help him, shall Michael stand And at the same time there shall be trouble such as never was, even to that very time. Only God's people, who have their names written in the book, will be delivered, none other. This study has led us step by step down to our own day. Through this study we see that the time of trouble is but a step in the future, that the only event yet to be fulfilled before the trouble begins is the King of the North coming to his end. Then follows the reward of the faithful, 2 TG 7:10. The following sheds still further light on who is the King of the North that is to come to his end at the time of that deliverance, the time of Michael standing up, Daniel 11:45. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas in the glorious holy mountain, that he shall come to his end and none shall help him. Now that Great Britain's economic structure is in grave danger of collapsing, and as her empire is fast crumbling, we fear that the fulfillment of verse 45 is perhaps closer than one might realize. Take care.